Today I'm opening up on a very important topic for all artists. It's our artistic energy and how to keep it in us, how to keep it intact with ourselves, how to not let anyone or anything drain it. And of course, some of the people who drain it might be our enemies, might be our friends, if you have bad friends. But mostly I'm talking about the things that you can do and cannot do as an artist, as a person, to drain your artistic energy. Because artistic energy is not only for artists, not only for creators, but for all people on earth, because we have this energy in ourselves even if we don't express it. Even if we don't express it in conventional artistic ways. Breathing, being alive every day, it's creating your life, and it's an artistic journey too. So what can we do to keep our energy, our artistic energy, in great conditions? Behind me are my new painting that I'm working on right now. I'm coming back to the idea of making a lot of sweet little innocent details like pink ribbons. I'm great at drawing ribbons, and I'm thinking about drawing lace, a lot of lace, so it would be sexy at first look. It will be sexy and cutesy, but as soon as you look deeper in my art, you will see some of the secrets behind it, some of the horrible stories, horrible trauma that I put inside. But for this video, I'm choosing to hide it because this video is not about my art, it's about you and your artistic energy. Usually we already know how to get inspiration, but we don't know how to contain it, how to keep it with us, how to not waste it on something meaningless. If you feel the same as me, if you feel that what I'm talking about is something about you, then please watch this video, because this is exactly who I made this video for. This is exactly the subject that I'm going to discuss right now. First of all, are the people damn success? It's not inspiring. It's not, it can be inspiring, of course, in some cases, but it's not inspiring if you're dying out of jealousy after you watched a tons of TikToks, a tons of reels where the people are super young but super popular, or they have a tons of privilege, starting with rich privilege and then ending with a trust fund from the parents. It kills me so much, and it is definitely draining all my artistic juices. I cannot create after that. I cannot live after that. When I first found out that Gagosian Gallery all my life was such a big, cool institution that I had so much respect towards to, and it was my dream for a long time. I was like, the moment when I'm going to have my solo exhibition at Gagosian, it means I succeeded. It means I'm at the top of the world. And when I found out the news, when I found out that he was promoting the girl that he was just sleeping with, they were in a relationship, but what is it, gay? No hate on that girl, absolutely no hate. She used the resources, she used his attention, his desire to her success. Okay, good for her, no problem with that, but the fact that even Gagosian, even someone so important, so successful, so respectful can... It's not fair, it's not fair, it's not fair, it's not fucking fair. And the fact that even someone this successful, someone who is this high in my rank of man, respectful man, could use his abilities only because he wants to fuck some girl. I was so mad. If you're one of my friends and you're watching this, you remember how fucking incredibly mad I was. I was texting my friends. I was like, this is so fucking unfair. The world would be a better place without me. How is this possible? Me, I never had the chance to. This is unfair privilege. And stuff like that. And after that, for a few days, thank God, only for a few days, I was stuck with the creative process, because I started doing something, and then I was thinking like, is there really any galleries left whose owners aren't that easily distracted by young woman's body? Again, no hate on this girl, absolutely no hate. I'm glad that she successfully used all my desires to succeed, but don't compare yourself to those who had or have still an unfair advantage to you. You won't be able to magically close that gap. Don't stress about it, really, just take a deep breath and continue working. As for me, what I do in this case is I simply block those people if I spend some time scrolling through their Insta, through their TikTok, and it made me feel helpless and not motivated and drained, exhausted. Ugh. I simply block their account and never meet their names before. Hopefully never meet their names before. Second point I'm talking about today is thinking about marketing, promotion, business side of the deal when you should be in the process of drawing. I'm not saying that this is unnecessarily, of course, in our world, you should be, as an artist, you should be able to be a curator. You should be able to be a writer, a promoter, a businessman, a social media manager, a lot of things. And of course, they are essential to do if essential to be a they are essential to be able to do until you have a a financial ability to pay someone else so he could be your manager and manage those assets of your life, those liabilities of your life. But when you're an artist, the main thing that you should do is create art. To have your artistic energy, to be able to create, you have to be able to free your mind from all those human, earthy problems. Don't think about people who treated you wrong. Don't think about galleries who treated you wrong, customers. Don't think about promoting. Because in order to create, you need to create. I'm sorry for repeating myself so many times today. In order to create art, you have to create a space, an empty space in your mind. And you have to nurture your artistic energy. Like you would nurture a baby, a human baby. Of course, marketing and other stuff, they are must have. But in order to really create, you should ease your mind of it. Relax and forget about everything. Just indulge into your art. Free. The next part, free. Looking at the same type of art as yours. For example, I do oil paintings, as you might see, and for some strange reason, looking at other people's oil paintings doesn't make me inspired or motivated at all. The opposite is draining my artistic energy. I get a bit down. I'm thinking about everything except the creation itself. Photos also affect me the same way, even though I'm not a photographer. Films inspire me. Films enjoy my energy and artistic energy. I think it's because after that, even if you get inspired, but mostly for me, I get thoughts about marketing, about society, about how to create a meaningful message, about how people react at art, about how to try to connect with galleries. Sometimes I get bad thoughts like, oof, this bastard is having his solo exhibition, while me, with such paintings, I do not. And this is stupid. So after looking at someone else's oil paintings, I get super judgeful of myself, but also defensive of myself. I compare constantly my art and the art of other people, and it's not productive. Totally opposite. It's not productive. After that, I just want to curl in a ball and crawl into the womb into the void, into the hole, and cry there forever. But also, I think that the opposite of that, in contrary of that, in addition to that, I think that it is also really important to look at someone else's art. It might teach you a lot of things, but if you have a goal for this month to create as much as possible, don't spend your time on it. It will drain you. It will not move you forward in the creation itself. Maybe in the thought about creation, but point number 4. Checking statistics on your social media account or thinking your whole career in general. Your art value is not in numbers, not in the biggest price you sold your painting ever, not in the amount of galleries that want to collaborate with you, not the amount of comments you got on your previous post. It's so much more than that. It's what you put inside it, inside your art. It's what's in your heart. Trust the process, please. I know that it's super hard to just stop thinking, to just stop overthinking, to imagining all the little details that could go wrong, but you need to do that. Try the process. I believe in you. I believe in myself. I believe in every talented artist who's determined to succeed, who really believes in himself, who has a passion for it. And sometimes we just overwhelming ourselves with the amount of pressure we put on our backs. You have your own way of succeeding or living. No one will ever have the absolutely the same history, absolutely the same path that you've been through. You're unique, your way is unique, your life is unique, your art is unique, every little piece of you is unique. Not everything comes easy. Just need to relax, because if we feel burnt out, we will not be able to create art, and then all our side skills that we learned in order to succeed in art, like marketing, like writing good text, like making good photos, all those side skills will be pointless if you forgot what you were learning them for, if you burned out with the main core of what you're living for. For me, it's art, so I'm describing you how I see it. So for me, it's art, and all side skills would be pointless and unimportant if I burned out with the art itself, if I forgot about my art. And five, the last point, is trying to manage way too many interests at the same time. Guilty as charged. This is what I do all the time. Right now I'm reading a book on analyzing handwriting, on investment terminology, on business marketing, on social media, and on how to develop your speech and how you talk with other people, so dialogue. I don't even own a business, and yet I'm reading so much about it. So my brain is obviously overwhelmed. So my brain is busting. There is no more place left. It's fully worked. All 100%. Well, the process of creating is slow, and it takes time and space, it takes love and nurturing, it takes care, and as an artist you have to give it space. So what you can do with this is to write down the 3 most important things in your life that you will spend most of your time on. And for example, in my case, analyzing handwriting isn't in the top 3 of what I need to do right now. So I can put it down, put it later. So write down 3 most important things for you and analyze when you want to do something else. Does it correlate with your goals? I wish we could physically grab our artistic energy and force it to stay with us, but until it's possible, let's just enjoy what we have and try to learn how to live with that. À bientôt!